AVC, Jeff, back again. Being a little brave today. Gonna try to shoot my 2022 tag video with the family running about. Let's see if this happens. Okay, so went with the stunty version. So question number one was the first record you bought in 2021. I think it just arrived first, maybe. But Dead Kennedys, their first album, pretty essential. Fresh Fruit, really nice remaster as the poster. Just realized I didn't have any more physical Dead Kennedys media, and I guess that's the most essential one. I probably do need to get that comp, but yep, moving on. Number two, last record you got in 2021. So also work for another question. So this is the Heart Pumps Kool-Aid. It's mostly vaporwave, but it does have some kind of like free jazzy elements. Very experimental, pretty interesting. I'm going back and forth about how much I like this, but I'd give it at least a 4. But this will also be number 6. This is a brand new band or artist I got in 2021. So that's like question number 2 and number 6 answer. I didn't really get that many new artists. Number 3, a pre-order adventure. Pre-ordered this, vastly disappointed. I'm very glad I didn't get the vinyl. Bush Tetras. This is Rhythm and Paranoia. Best of Bush Tetras. First disc is really awesome. Second disc, their 90s output, they basically, it's just Concrete Blonde, but not nearly as good. I was sorely disappointed with this. I would have been better off just getting the singles or the earlier comps with their early stuff in it. So that was a big disappointment. Number 4, cheapo record you got in 2021. This band has been on my radar a while. I just finally pulled the trigger because somebody had something else I wanted. So 40 out of 436, kind of random. This is Curlew. I guess the album's called Life. Or Gussie. Actually, it's called Gussie. I don't know why it says Life. Yeah, so all these, this is actually a page of a sketchbook, and then it's been pasted on the cover. So every copy's got a different sketch on it, basically. So it's free jazz, I guess. So free jazz by way of maybe post rock or something, but it's more jazz than anything. So I file my jazz stuff. Curlew, Gussie, not essential, but it's a pretty good album. Glad I got it. It's just pretty interesting packaging, so I might hold on to it regardless down the road just because of its uniqueness. Record that you spent the most on, I don't think I really went very crazy at all this year. It's, with everything going on, money's been tight, so I didn't really blow that much money. Probably this was the most expensive one I got. I don't think I really got any expensive box sets or anything like that this year. Last year I did quite a bit. Les Rosellas de Nudes. This is the reissue of The Boot. Blind Baby Has His Mother's Eyes. It's pretty good, but it's honestly, I'd go with the CD. I probably did need to get this on vinyl. The mastering is mediocre. Phoenix Records, of course, bootleg, so it came from England, so it added to the price. Moving on. Record, a brand new band that that Kool-Aid album. Show one that's most out of your comfort zone you got in the past year. I listen to weird stuff. Nothing's really out of my comfort zone. I'll just throw this up there. Steel Band, Cordettes. Favorites on Steel. I don't know. The Caribbean's not something I usually get, so I guess that's out of my comfort zone. And let's see, your Pride Dig. I didn't get anything like super nuts. I did find some good thrift finds. I could have shown the Black Sabbath I found that was like really clean, but yeah, a friend actually gave this to me. This was pretty interesting. Michael Fagan covering God Save the Queen. So 2 acapella versions, basically. This is the fellow that broke into the Queen's bedroom, like not once but twice. So that was an interesting find, I guess. I got this here. Dug that out of a whole bunch of other stuff. And some really cool stuff in my friend's collection. Let's see, record they get in the past year in a style or genre that you're just starting to fully embrace or at least seriously investigate. I'm getting a little more investigative with like modern classical, I guess, so Bartok. So something I do plan to get into more, but I'm pretty ignorant of at the moment. Show your favorite or coolest cover art of 2021 or one you got that year. So this is older, 2005 actually. The CD again, I'm very heavy on CDs just because I just haven't gotten to the record store that much. It's just easier to ship these things. I don't want to pay full on vinyl prices a lot of times with the prices these days. This has, what's his name? Good God, I forgot the dude's name. Yoshitomo Nara, that's it. I actually saw his first major exhibition in Yokohama, which is pretty cool. So Phantomas, which is like King Buzzo, and from Melvins, a bunch of other kind of doing experimental rock, whatnot. So, but yeah, I had to have this. Yeah, this is one I remember when it came out. It was really hard to get in this edition. So the standard CD does not have the calendar. There's the calendar version and then the regular version. So basically, they wrote like a 20-second song for every day of the month or something like that. So it's like various holidays or whatever. So really, really cool artwork on that. So Phantomas. It's not Japanese, but yeah, it's a American alt rock supergroup, I guess. Let's see, a record from a band of your youth or teens that you finally got on vinyl. Yeah, Melvins. I always bought Melvins on CD for the most part. So yeah, from my favorite one. I had the original CD. Wish I'd kept it because I go for some money. Yeah, and then this is definitely my favorite. This is probably top 5 for me. Eggnog, awesome band. Yeah, got to see them on the Houdini tour, which is freaking amazing. Okay, let's see. Most anticipated record of 2022. I don't know. There's some reissues I'm rebuying because I was stupidly sold it, and I go for stupid money now. Stuff like that, I guess. But yeah, new artists or new releases, like nothing really on my radar at the moment. I don't keep up completely with that though. Record that you love but you haven't seen much love of late. I absolutely love this guy, J.A. Caesar. That focuses. There's different spellings, but he spells it like letters J.A. and Caesar, like Julius Caesar in this case for the boots. Again, Phoenix Records. Probably the vinyl's going to be pretty flat sounding, so just buy it on CD unless you can get an original copy, which is thousands of dollars. Believe me, I looked in Japan, man. They know it's worth the money now. And it's also really cool artwork too, and it reproduces the original Japanese gatefold. But yeah, no translations or inserts or anything because it's a boot. But the CD quality is pretty good on this one. The others, J.A. Caesar, the quality was not there, but it's a great album. Okay, but yeah, that one's a this thing is I wish I'd bought before everyone else started collecting like crazy. Anyway, record you got from your family. Oh shoot, let me grab that. I'll pause this for a second. All right, yeah, I've said this before, but yeah, Pac-Man album. Yeah, definitely came from the family. I probably gotta play this quite a bit. I remember even back then it was pretty crackly when it was new because it's a picture disc. But yeah, that on one side, this on the other side. It's one of a handful of records I kept from the early 80s. I didn't really. I did buy in the 80s a lot, but I didn't really get serious, I think, until the 90s, so all the 80s was trash anyway. I didn't get a good deck until like the 90s. And then even then, I sold way too much of my punk and stuff, thinking I could get it again because it used to be dirt cheap. And, yeah, not all this stuff I pay like a quarter for. Now they're hundreds of dollars. Yeah, so wait for the reissues. Let's see, Turn Point record that opened a brand new unknown path to your collection. I don't know if it was new, but I kind of rediscovered it. So Sean kind of tipped me off to this band, Skullflower. So I've been kind of getting a little more into kind of the droney end of things. I certainly did buy and see a lot of noise artists in the like the 90s. I was a very early adopter, I guess, at least for my age. Yeah, so I got to see like Merzbow, Masana, and all those guys, and KK Null, like everybody in the 90s. Ruins, Tabata. Yeah, so I was really into that. So Sean kind of reintroduced me to the genre. So thank you, Sean. Luckily, it's a very cheap genre for the most part. So, yep. That's, love that band. Been having fun with that. So a non-record purchase from the last year. Well, I don't have anything to show for it, but yeah, I did buy like the entire Bandcamp catalog of some vaporwave stuff, just kind of explore because it was on sale one day. It's all right. Yeah, there's some really good ones in there, but it's not something I visit very often. This one was another one. Senyawa, I guess it's called. I like Alkisa, I guess is the album name. So they're kind of like experimental psych kind of stuff out of, I believe, Indonesia. Throat singing sort of thing, as I recall. I haven't put it on in a while. But yeah, not a big cassette guy, but yeah. CDs or vinyl for sure. Yeah, they're just a pain in the butt, and I gotta get a newer deck. My deck's getting a little irregular, and I've already replaced the rubber once, the bands. Next, record from the past you bypassed until recently. They're ones they were kind of on my radar, but I kind of ignored them because they were on a lot of comps I had. Godine. So this Frigistar, I saw this was on some podcast recently too, so that's cool. I do need to get their second album, but yeah, really enjoyed this. Again, Sean kind of took me off to that. It's like yeah, if you're really into WoW, you probably like him. He was right. So something I got in 2021 that wasn't filed away quickly. Yeah, it's actually been sitting up above my deck for a while. Suicide, excellent album. Their debut. Enough said. Record you got as a present or VCLT. One of the favorite bands I got is VCLT. Again, Sean, thank you. Bunny Brains. Actually, that's a lot much on there. So really been enjoying their output. So yeah, Sean got me a bunch of Bunny Brains, so thank you, Sean. What else we got? Record you'd like to send to VCLT. So I got a big stack going for Sean because everyone keeps getting damn COVID. I haven't been able to get to the post office. This one's for you, Sean. Buena Vista, you know it. Got a bunch of other stuff with those. You know that one, so that's not a surprise. Anyway, a record you bought that's not because of the main artist, I guess. I think he meant like a guest artist or something. So, yeah, again, CD, sorry. Hote's New Beginnings. So he's most famous, I guess, for doing a lot of the soundtracks for Quentin Tarantino's, what was, I forget. Anyway, the big fight, no, what was it? The Lady Snowblood knockoff one, I forget. But anyway, Iggy Pop appears on a couple songs there, which is the reason I bought it. But it's a pretty cool album anyway. So Hote. Where are we at? So Shark record seemed to get not noticed at all or wish to share. This one, as far as I know, I have 2 copies, and they're the only ones on Discogs, so frick if I know. So it says, I've got a Goodwill for next to nothing. Found 2 sealed copies. I bought one. It was a bit warped. I still have that copy, but I went back because what I sampled was pretty good. Went back, got the second copy, which was not warped, so lucky me, it was still there. Sweatpants Rock, Weird Ways, Neo Psych. So it seems to be put out by the artist himself, which seems to be Michael Ferguson Jr. So think of that now. He's got his website. I actually should go to that after I finish this video. So never seen that anyone but me show it. I've got a second copy somewhere if someone wants it. Yep, that's pretty damn rare, and it's actually pretty good. It's reminds me a lot of MGMT Management, whatever they go by. So Neo Psych, a little poppy, but a really good album. So thank you, Goodwill. That was a bit of a surprise. Anyway, let's stop it there. And a record that makes you dance. That was the bonus. I was gonna pull "Let's Dance" by David Bowie, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here. Keep it nice and short. Take care, guys, and I'll drop a regular vid very soon because I got the stack growing. Because yeah, some of us are still on COVID watch. I'm banned from work for a few more days or so. Take care, guys. Happy 2022.